Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Dr. O here with Total Athlete Sports Medicine and Coach Dwight with Total Athlete Sports Complex.
Correct.
Where you get everything you need: speed and agility, strength training, mentoring, and physical therapy for the athlete and active adults. Yeah, so in this episode, we're gonna be talking about character for the most part. You know, we are a gym and a physical therapy practice, but character is kind of what helped us get to where we are today.
Yes.
And it's something we try to instill in all the kids and even some of the adults that come through us through our system. So that'll be the main focus of today's episode. So Coach is going to expound a little bit more. Little technical issues. Maybe we just hold that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So character is a big thing. You know, the Bible talks about it a lot, and Coach is going to tell you more about that. He has a lot more wisdom than I do at this point in my stage of my life, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, no, you're good. Trust me, man. You're a high character individual. But here at Total Athlete, you know, we don't just train the athlete. We really big on making sure that person, that their character is right. You know, that's what anything you do in life. You know, we understand that your talent will set your floor. That's the floor level. But your character will set how high your ceiling is.
Yeah.
You know, so there are a lot of people that talent will get them in the door.
Yeah.
But their character, if their character's not right, it will kick them out the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that happens all the time.
It happens all the time, and it's real big. That's why we really stress being a high character athlete.
Yeah.
You know, a high character person, not just athlete, but just in anything you do. My whole saying is, the bigger your character, the bigger your assignment.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm real big about that. And in life, our character will be tested.
Right.
Our character will be tested based off of where we're going.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not where we at. But it's to develop us.
Mm-hmm.
And when we develop our character, it puts us in a, you know, we keep getting elevated. You know what I mean? It's an old saying, it's a saying in the Bible that if you can be trusted with the little things, you can be, you know, ruler over much.
That's true.
And I'm a strong believer in that. And, you know, we must have a life motto we live by, a life philosophy, I should say. And what's your life philosophy? And mine is always, you know, the bigger your character, the bigger your assignment. So anything that I deal with in life, that I go through, whether it's through adversity, whether it's trials and tribulations, I know it's going to build my character.
Right.
It's building my character for a bigger assignment. You know, it's preparing me for it, you know. And I feel that we must have that positive outlook on life, because if we don't, we'll be, you know, stuck in a rut or going around in a circle, not passing the test, that character test that is always presented to us.
Yeah.
And we either pass or we fail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's big.
That's true. And so just to kind of expound on that, for me, one of my life mottos is don't live in fear. You know, the Bible talks about how fear is not of God. So fear is not of God. It came from somewhere else. And in my opinion, it came from Satan himself. So, you know, one thing I used to struggle with a lot was a lot of anxiety. And anxiety is the fear that something bad is going to happen or something is not going to go your way. Where the opposite is anticipation. It's the belief that something good is going to happen and everything's going to go your way or better. And once I started anticipating good things happening and stopped worrying about what can possibly go wrong, it changed everything for me personally. So try to stay away from fear. And then one good way to stay away from fear is to remember all the times that things did go right. All the times God did come through when you thought your back was against the wall and there was no way to overcome whatever issue you were going through. Remembering those times in times of trouble will help you overcome those issues and overcome those circumstances and those boundaries and those barriers that you feel that are unsurmountable. Because with God, all you need is just a little bit of faith, a mustard seed of faith, they say, and then you'll be able to climb and move mountains.
Yes, hey, I totally agree with you on that. I mean, you're speaking my language. You know, you're right. You have to have that faith, and faith is a part of your character.
Yeah.
You know, it builds your character. You know, faith produces patience.
Yeah.
You know, it produces, how can I say it, endurance.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have that endurance for the long haul, because this race is not a 100-meter dash. It's longevity. It's given to the one that can endure.
Yeah.
And, you know, and we must see it that way, because sometimes we get caught up in right now. I want everything to happen right now for me, but time is the best thing that can happen for us all. You know, right now is good, but some people, we may not be ready right now.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why we have to be processed. We have to go through the process.
Exactly.
And it's a big saying around here: trust the process.
Trust the process.
Yeah, you know, trust the process. And we tell our athletes that. Hey, I tell everybody that, not just my athletes. You have to be able to trust the process, but you must have a goal in mind of where you're going, or where you see yourself. Before I became an NFL player, I saw myself as an NFL player.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So when I got to college and we started out winning and we started losing, I never did lose the sight of my goal of where I wanted to be.
Right.
I knew I wanted to get my college degree, but in the process, I'm gonna play in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you had to see it first.
Right.
You know, and I feel that when you have a goal at the end, anything in between you get into that goal, you can endure it.
Right.
You can get past it because you know where you're going, and you can trust the process.
Part of the process.
It's a part of the process.
Right.
You know. I tell people, you're gonna get hit one way or the other. Life blows are gonna hit you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Either they're gonna hit you standing still, or they're gonna hit you going forward. And it's hard to hit a moving target.
Right.
So I encourage everybody to push towards your goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna get hit anyway, let it be for something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fall forward.
Yeah.
Not backwards.
Yeah.
You know, fall forward. A lot of people get caught up in the fall. When they fall back, that means you focusing on the past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Looking at the past failures, past mistakes.
Ain't nothing back there.
Ain't nothing back there. But when you fall forward, you learn from your mistakes, but you falling forward, going to your goal.
Yeah.
You know, we never fail, we always learn.
Always learning.
You always learn. You never fail. And if you have that right, that's a winning mindset to have. That even though when I don't fail, I just learned something. It was something I was supposed to learn at that time.
Right.
You know.
Exactly. Yeah, and I like what you said about how you always envisioned where you was going, and you knew you was going to the NFL. You knew, even though if at the time, if your college team wasn't winning, you still knew that, okay, my end goal is still where it's going to be. And I had that same process when I started my original practice, which was 2 doors down.
Yes.
I envisioned where I wanted to be even while I was in the application process for getting into the doctorate program for physical therapy. I would tell people, I'm gonna own my own business someday. And you could tell some people were kind of like, okay, yeah, whatever, all right. But it was something I always had in my mind,
right.
And it started in my head, and then eventually I kind of put some of my ideas on paper. I had a whole composition book full of notes of how I was going to run my clinic and things like that, even down to the color. I knew how I was going to, and I manifested and prayed about all of that, and all of it came true. Wow. I was telling you earlier, I had that big space, and some people would look at it as a mistake, but like we just talked about, I learned from that experience. Even though I had to downsize, what it taught me was, you don't always want to start big with everything you do. Yeah. Start small and then slowly grow the process. We were all once little babies, being nurtured by our mothers. If we would have came out 6'5", 260 pounds, most of our mothers wouldn't be able to take that, coming out the womb. So, so start small sometimes. You don't always have to start big, and then slowly grow into the person God has called you to be.
Yes, you're right. You must start small. It's always to dream big, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Dream big, but you got to say, okay, what's the first step?
Yeah.
And I call those action steps. Like, what's your action steps to get where you're going? You know where you're going, and even when you take those action steps, of course, one thing leads to another. It's never going to be a straight line.
Yeah.
The road will always veer to the right. It will veer to the left.
Yeah.
But it will get you where you're going. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times we think it's going to be a straight shot to our goals, and we just have to improvise along the way.
Yeah.
And adjust our plan.
Yeah.
You know, I think that is real big. And before I got into the sports training business, I retired from the NFL and got into the restaurant business and had a restaurant for 3 years and sold it. And I was like, okay, I want to own this big megaplex. That was my goal, but I knew I had to start somewhere.
Right.
So there was a song that stood out to me by T.I., Live Your Life.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Him and Rihanna, I think.
Yeah, him and Rihanna.
Yeah.
Don't chase this paper. Don't stop chasing the paper. Just live your life.
Right.
And when I broke it down that way, man, that song was so profound to me, and it really was speaking to me. Mm-hmm. And when I broke it down and just started taking the small baby steps.
Yeah.
You know, one thing led to another. I was like, okay, I'm out looking for a training facility. I need to start my training program. I saw a sign that said, Avalon Church, make it right. So I said, I turned and made it right. Mm-hmm. And I went down that road and I saw this big baseball complex called OTC. I was like, then I saw Speed and Agility on the door when I got out the car. Mm-hmm. So the opportunity was waiting on me.
Yeah.
I just had to meet that opportunity. I had to go to it, you know. And I opened up the door, and the guy was waiting right there. The baseball owner that owned the facility. He's like, "Hey, we're looking for a speed and agility program.
Yeah.
You know, all I do is train baseball guys, but I need a strength and conditioning coach, speed and agility coach. Can you do that? Yes, I can." He had signs up already looking for that.
Yeah.
That person to run his program, and I came in there and I said, "Hey, I would like to start my own training program and create my own speed and agility program, weightlifting program, not just for baseball, but for my football guys as well, and for all athletes." He said, "That's cool." He said, "Hey, man, I move my nets back and I give you this much space over here. You can have 40 yards, because it was a big gym.
Yeah.
I give you 40 yards of running turf, man, at least 10 yards in width." I said, "That's good." I said, "You can put your weight room over there." And he showed me where my office is going to be. This guy didn't even know me. And he was a Caucasian guy. Mm-hmm. And me and this guy is like real good friends to this day.
I met him a few times.
Yeah, he loves my son. He comes to all his high school football games. But he gave me an opportunity. Mm-hmm. And I built that business out of his gym to where I grew so big to where I opened up my own gym. And I invited him over to our gym as well, to where he can run his baseball program out the gym. Yeah. And it was a great partnership for 8 years, man, until he retired. Yeah. But it just it gets back to, you gotta take that first step. Yeah. Your dreams are waiting on you, but you gotta take that first step of faith. Yeah. Sometimes you may look silly, crazy, but hey, do it anyway.
Right.
Word ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a perfect segue to talk about what we got going on in the future with Total Athletes. A lot coming into the picture. I know that we partner with a group out of New York, and they're gonna and they're investing in us because they believe in what we're doing. Yes. And it's a lot of things on the horizon. You want to expound on that, Coach?
Yes. So we Hands of Hope is a physical therapy organization that's partnering with us, our organization, to where we can expand what we do. They have about 7 locations. And they want to come down here, and the whole idea of it all is to train the athletes and train them to an optimal level, to where we get the data on it, where they're getting faster, quicker, stronger. We find their deficiencies, and we correct their deficiencies and make them a better athlete and a better person. So we bringing in underwater treadmills and stuff like that, swimming pools, a lot of high-tech stuff. Yeah. Speed treadmills to really take our vision to a whole nother level, and stuff like that. So I look forward to it, man. It's going to be a great partnership, and it's going to be something on the south side that people haven't really seen, even around Atlanta, because of things that we're going to have going to be so high tech with the equipment we're going to be using to get these kids faster, quicker, stronger, and better athletes. It's going to be big, and to rehab them. Exactly. That's the main thing, with Dr. O, that works hand in hand. Yeah. We want to be able to do the corrective exercise. Yeah, it's going to be official. Like, there's going to be a lot of analytics going into it, a lot of data going into it. The athletes that come through here, they're going to get some of the best training and some of the best therapy that you see in the country, actually. It's a lot of going into it. So we're really looking forward to that. That's going to be a big blessing once all of that's done. Hopefully, we're looking at what we think about, like... Yeah, it's going to be a 3-month process. So by November, December, we should be completed with the renovations. We're doing a lot of renovations to our gym. We have 20,000 square feet of space. We're going to be merging a lot of things and building basketball courts and showers and private offices to do exams and tests and stuff like that. It's going to be good. A whole new lobby, lounge area, salads and smoothies and stuff for our patrons that are just here watching their kids, or they just want to sit down and watch TV, take a load off. It's going to be real cool, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. It's going to be it's already a place to be, but it's going to be the place to be times 10. We really 10x in this place. It's going to be a marvel for sure. Yeah, I look forward to it 100%.
Yes, yes, we do too, man. It's been a long time in the game. We've been in the business for 11 years, and now it's time to grow and to expand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's for us to grow and expand. We have the blueprint, a successful blueprint. I always say you got to build something off of a system. When you have a successful system that works, now it's time to duplicate it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's all we're doing. We're just duplicating our system.
Yeah. And that goes to anybody, and the key word there is systems. Any business owners out there, any kids who are looking to maybe be entrepreneurs in the future, you have two great ones here that are open to mentoring you, helping you understand the importance of systems, and how once you get your systems down, you can pretty much duplicate things and continue to expand and scale anything really in life.
Yes.
Systems, there's no secret to success. It's really just systems to success. Once you get those systems down, you're good. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, that's a good one. There's not a secret to their systems to success.
Exactly.
You're sure right about
once
that.
You figure it out.
Once you figure that system out, I'm telling you, from your scheduling, from your pricing, from your marketing, from your sales, everything across the board. And and this is to all our aspiring entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
They want to be entrepreneurs. That you may not want to own your own gym, but you may want to own your own store, let's say restaurant, or insurance business.
Yeah.
Everything, whatever dream you have, go for it. You may want to write a book. It's to inspire you to take the first step. So I encourage everybody, the ones that are watching, the ones that will be watching later, what's holding you back?
Well,
you're not going to have. You say, well, it's not the perfect time. I don't have all the money. It's not about having all the money in the world, all the capital. I didn't have all that when I started. Yes, I was out the NFL, and trust me, I made money, then I lost money, and I was a broke, retired NFL player with a dream. And I was able to take that dream from dirt to reality and grow it into a successful business, to where it's been a very financial blessing to me and my family.
Amen.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And you can do the same thing. There's no perfect time to start. The best time to start is now.
Yeah.
You understand? Because if you don't start now, then you keep pushing it off till tomorrow. And you cannot ever make dreams your master.
Right.
A lot of people get comfortable with dreaming of success. Mm-hmm. I see myself successful. They go to church, they get a good word, they get excited, then they come home, and it's time to put the rubber to the road. They don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
They don't have a plan or a vision. Like you said, you have to write the vision down, make it plain.
Yeah.
Then go from there. Then start taking those action steps to get there. Take your first action step.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'm talking to, but there's an action step that you've been waiting, you've been procrastinating, and you have a great idea. And you may not have all the resources, but you will be connected. Just so I'm saying, when you get on that road to success, it's going to veer right and left. It's never going to be straight.
Right.
So it may veer. You may have to make an adjustment. Connect with this person. Make an adjustment to your plan. Now your plan's a little bit different, and you keep going, but your goal is still the same.
Yeah.
But you add different pieces of the puzzle along the way, or different weapons to your arsenal to get you where you're going. Exactly. That's the key.
That's definitely the key.
Yeah.
Building relationships, networking, being in harmony, finding what one of my friends calls your soul tribe. Relationships, they call it soul mates, but soul tribe, people who are on the same mission as you. People who have the same goals as you.
Yeah.
Connect with them. Start really build genuine relationships with them. Network. Continue to expand your network, and before you know it, people start coming in your lives that'll change your life, like Coach Dwight changed my life. So. That's it for this episode. Look forward to the other episodes. We're gonna start interviewing some of our coaches, some of our former athletes that are on here on the wall. They're gonna start telling you their stories and how they made it, and look forward to that. We really appreciate y'all tuning in to this episode, and we'll be here in the future. look out for that. All right.
Yes. Look out, guys. And thank y'all for tuning in. And for one that's going to be watching the show, hey, we're going to have some great wisdom nuggets to drop and some great testimonials
Most
as
definitely.
well. Hey, y'all be blessed, and we
blessed.
will see y'all next time.
All right.
Take it easy.
Peace.
Peace.